It's sad to report Catherine's illness. I thought she was fine and would see her again next Easter. Perhaps she was also more depressed than ever when she learned of her illness. But I believe Catherine is stronger than ever. There have been great advances in the medical field related to cancer treatment. Princess Catherine is young, strong, and healthy. I'm sure she will conquer this and come out of it stronger than ever. I'm here to share Catherine's statement about her health. Catherine had major abdominal surgery in January, which was initially thought to be non-cancerous, but after undergoing surgery, cancer was discovered. She is now undergoing preventive chemotherapy. William and Catherine are focused on her recovery and the well-being of their family. Perhaps William's absence from recent events is better understood in this context. Welcome back to Meghan's channel and the unique charm of her horse teeth. Let's dive into lively discussions and explore intriguing topics together. My heart broke at the announcement. She announced with her usual grace and class. She has been treated horribly, and the celebrities who have been bullying her should look at their hearts because they are looking quite dark. It was a shock that I'm sure the majority of us have been devastated by. We all love Catherine except for the vile, cruel trolls, social media, and the media. I hope they hang their heads in shame. Many should publicly apologize for joining in. We must all pray for Catherine, William, and their children, parents, and siblings. The Sussex statement is cold, and they should have remained silent as they have done on previous occasions, sending strength to Prince William to do his utmost to keep things as normal as he can. Everyone needs to pray for a full recovery for Princess Catherine and the King. Do you agree with me? How can we not be deeply touched and affected by this news that we did not expect at all? The Princess of Wales is so dignified, she truly is class and grace personified. Today, a cancer diagnosis does not mean finality. Let's not forget that. This beautiful, beloved princess with a tender heart who has never taken a wrong step will get through this. She will overcome this illness. She is young, in good shape, well surrounded, and she has access to the best care. The chances of success for a full recovery are excellent. Our prayers are with her, her children, and her entire family. May she heal in peace and privacy, and she will return triumphant. I will continue praying for the royal family, the 3 cancers in the family, and Fergie. It seems so overwhelming. The media was told she would be out of duties until after Easter, but that's not good enough for people. What a sad state of society. Last night, I was appalled to hear TMZ and Fox today, where is Kate's program here in the USC. I am furious at the treatment she has received in the news since this whole thing started, and recently, things have gotten out of control. I hope the people who treated her poorly never have to go through what she went through. She handled herself brilliantly, with poise, grace, and kindness. I pray for her full recovery and that her privacy will be respected. All the journalists who spread malicious rumors about Catherine should have their access to the palace restricted in the future. What they did was unconscionable. The courage and dignity it took to reveal her private information is astounding. I hope John Oliver and Kim Kardashian and everyone else that made a crass joke about the princess for their enjoyment feels like crap today. They should be ashamed, and apologies are in order. But as usual, she speaks in a calm, selfless, regal way. This whole mania has been a huge lesson for everyone who has the eyes and ears to see and hear and learn. The internet is a foul place, and we should trust our better judgment and ignore the people who feed on the hysteria and the foul rumors. We should all be less gullible and just ignore, and not give the rumor mills and the hustlers any oxygen. You know, I cried for her as she told the world of her cancer. The strength and dignity she showed was impressive. Godspeed for a quick and full recovery. Lord, look after the little children and bless Prince William in this time. They all will need you. Honestly, when I watched her speak, I was very emotional. It's a pretty emotional moment. You feel for her and the family in general. It has been a truly challenging year so far. It hasn't been long since the Queen passed away, and all this bad news is worrying. I think we still haven't fully recovered from losing the Queen, which makes it all the more dire than usual because we had so much stability during her reign. At least I'd like to think so. Have you noticed? The past few weeks were horrific, seeing so many people, including public figures, tear into Princess Catherine and delight in spreading rumor and sordid, salacious gossip. They thoroughly enjoyed every moment of it. It was horrific to see that type of evil show its face in so many. I applaud this beautiful, impeccable woman for being so dignified and not allowing that nonsense to have any effect on the message she released today. She's such a wonderful example to the world. We need her. We need her to be okay. People like her are so few and far between. The world needs her. I would have thought that for most of us in the UK, we would have an understanding of how the royal family behaves and communicates. It was pretty evident that Catherine had gone through something serious, and they had made expectations quite clear. Curiosity doesn't equal a right to know something that isn't our business. I feel that the US media and us content creators who don't have an understanding about how things work got everyone riled up. The main thing is that they found it very early, and she is getting the best care. My hope is that people leave her alone, that she can have a happy and stress-free recovery and is back to herself as soon as possible, and stop with all the crazy rumors and conspiracy theories. Our prayers are with Princess Catherine and Prince William, as well as their 3 young children, while their family helps each other to heal and bring closeness to their lives. May the children of this amazing couple draw together as siblings also. We also lift Catherine's father, mother, and siblings as they too draw together to help the Wales family through this very difficult time in each of their lives. In terms of recent news, do you feel like articles need to be more careful with their writing? Even newspapers such as the Sydney Morning Herald should have written more thoughtfully. A week ago, an article was suspicious of why Prince William missed an engagement. Looking back, I saw him standing and moving slightly back and forth while singing the national anthem. I don't find it that odd or obvious. You could see something was weighing on him. I saw a man who was exhausted and just trying to control his stress. The rats just made a mountain out of a molehill. William trained as a pilot and worked rescuing those in need. It's in his very being to make things better. Bless him for the strength he has shown during this horrid diagnosis of his best friend, Catherine, and his father. Large areas of the media have been reprehensible in their reporting, and I recommend sending written feedback to any media that has, in my opinion, been engaging in online bullying. Every single person who speculated, made fun of, criticized, and bullied the princess during this difficult time will have to live with themselves. The disappointment I feel towards humanity is unreal. The veil has been lifted, and they cannot be unseen. Just look at Harry and Meghan recently. They have contributed to the terrible stress the entire royal family is under. They are despicable on every possible level. Their good wishes reeked of insincerity and narcissism. Mentioning their own titles while ignoring Catherine's speaks volumes about how low these fools are. It's been scientifically proven that stress is harmful to the body and slows healing, which is one of the reasons why it's so important for the media and general public to respect Princess Catherine's and her family's wishes for peace at this time. I hope that people will learn a lesson from this about intruding in someone's life who asked for privacy because she was ill. I loved the sweet picture of her with her children. How mean to scrutinize it the way they did. And now people know how cruel they were. God bless Catherine, William, and their children. God bless King Charles and all the royals. I just want to say, give her the privacy she needs and has repeatedly asked for. To the bullies, stop. If you have any decency in your heart, stop the vile words you are spouting. Stephen Colbert should be deeply ashamed of himself. For those who persist in making comments that it is time for King Charles to call upon Harry to come back to help out the family, ridiculous. The last thing the royal family needs at this time is for the ex-royals to run about and make it all about themselves. Princess Catherine should not have to contend with idiotic suggestions that are not even well-intended. Princess Catherine and Prince William have the loving task of comforting their children and getting them through this present difficulty. My thoughts are for the royal family and all the folks who love and respect them. William and Catherine only served their country and the people they loved. Their hearts and souls are filled with kindness, not hate. We need them to show us how to be authentic human beings and follow their example. Are people like me? I have great faith that Catherine will make a full recovery. She said the surgery was successful and is now receiving preventive chemotherapy, which reduces the risk of the disease returning. Catherine, Princess of Wales, is a formidable woman. I have no doubt she will emerge cancer-free, and I have never doubted the king will be victorious over this disease. Best wishes to them. I have been praying for them both and their family since the initial announcements were made months ago. As for the despicable pair, Meghan and Harry, I'm sure all they are thinking about is the prospects of them getting closer to the throne now that the king and Catherine are seriously ill. That's all Meghan and Harry care about is money and power. They have absolutely no love, care, or concern for anyone but themselves. Will they think about how badly they have behaved? All they will think about is how they can worm their way back into the family so they can eventually take over. This is truly such a sad, sad day. My heart just aches for the king, Catherine, William, and all of the family, all except Meghan and Harry. It's time. I think we don't need to be gloomy anymore. We must have faith in Catherine. Guys, I think she will be happy to know that we are supporting and praying for her. I think there's a lot of room to be very optimistic. I kept reminding myself that she called it preventive chemotherapy, which I had never heard of. Our Catherine is very strong and optimistic, so I think her illness will improve shortly. Now, technology and medicine have developed significantly compared to the past. Did you see how she chose her outfit so that the announcement wouldn't look somber? Catherine doesn't want negativity, so your outfit is perfect. This morning, I looked at her with a mixture of hope, sadness, and hope. I have watched that video over and over again. The Princess of Wales handling this announcement with grace and the least amount of grief. She is truly a courageous woman. She has compassion and empathy for people who are going through cancer like her. She is a classy person that no one can compare to. How Catherine got through that statement without tears of her own was amazing and a further testament to her inner strength and character. Thoughts and prayers for her and the children and for Prince William. Their mettle is being tested, but they will be the strongest of forged steel when the time will come for their reign as king and queen. She just reminded us again how adorable she is. I'm glad that family is their top priority. So proud to be part of the Commonwealth. We pray for her and the king's complete healing. Princess Catherine is such a strong and beautiful person. She was so regal and much like Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth would have been in this situation. Amazingly, her strength carried her through, making certain her young family was in a good place before addressing the rest of us. The royal family has been stalwart and steady throughout what they've endured with illnesses in the family, not to mention the continuous attacks against them from the loathsome twosome since they left England and came here. I feel positive the King and Princess Catherine will recover fully. And I would like to send to Catherine that God bless our beloved Catherine, Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales. You will be okay. You are not alone. You always have us and your family with you. Cancer is a disease that is not scary if you are optimistic and happy every day. Don't worry about the things around you. Just focus on treating the disease. My heart's broken, as is millions around the world. But I know medical science has come a long way, and Catherine will receive the first care available anywhere. Perhaps she'll come to Houston, where we give the good news of a cancer-free test result after treatment every day. I also know all of our prayers will be heard. One lovely thing I would like to pass along to my viewers to lighten the mood is James Middleton's wonderful message to Catherine, which was very touching. I know she will have a lot of support from her family, and I hope that William will have a lot of support behind the scenes from family and friends like Zara and Mike Tyndall. They seem close set. No doubt the Princess Royal Peter Phillips, Edward, Sophie, and the Yorkies have also been in touch. It must have been very stressful for all of them to appear in public while carrying out their royal duties. Finally, I just want to say that we hope to maintain our spirit and faith in Princess Catherine. I will pray for her peace. Pray for her family to be safe and always be with her in times like these. How lucky we are to have her. Her strength and courage are an inspiration to everyone in this world. Sending healing light to my beloved Catherine. Hope we are all safe. Love and cherish my princess very much. Reflecting on the issues we've just discussed, I believe it opens up a fascinating array of perspectives and deepens our understanding. Your opinions are incredibly valuable as they enrich our discussions and help us approach topics from various angles. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and share this video. Your support is a powerful motivator for us to continue improving and delivering more insightful content. Thank you, and I look forward to our next encounter. Take care.